I don't normally wear Deadpool shirts, okay? It's what I got for Easter. For my mom. I know I've said it before. Listen, I don't have to fucking explain myself to you, okay? Welcome to Prelude to fucking Ulysses, a subsidiary of Incorporated, associated closely with ADH Read Along. This is the part of those companies that reads shorter stuff. Unofficially and officially, it's both called Alex Reads Littler Things. Today we're going to be reading... Oh, by the way, this whole channel, it's dedicated to literature and the love of it. So shut your fucking mouth. Wait, no. Open it. Open your mouth. No. Open your ears. Your mouth can do whatever it wants. When life is down and you are getting so lonely, you will make some pie. What pie? Rhubarb, strawberry, whatever you want. I said rhubarb, strawberry. I was trying to make this not a terrible episode. No, this is if you're just joining us, this is a read-along situation where we read shit as stuff and analyze it. In-depth critiques, generally super intellectual. I don't have any food in the house besides these bars and some slices of bread, which I'm going to put jelly on, which is basically the same thing as this. I have only grains. Can you cook a tamale in the oven? I have frozen vegetarian tamales. So here's something I don't think people do enough, or ever, for that matter, is make like hipster tamales. Asparagus, feta cheese, tamale. Is that lightning? Trout tamale. That's a pretty bad one. It goes good with corn. Tomatoes for sure. This salsa tamale. That's pretty obvious. They definitely have salsa on tamales. Pizza tamales. Just a cheese tamale. That's a fucking... You're not getting anywhere, man. You need to name a vegetable you like. Broccoli. Name a cheese you like. Provolone. Broccoli, provolone, tamale. Nice job. Name a fruit you like. Peaches. Peach tamale? I wonder what kind of tamales these are. Hi, Lotus. Downtown. I don't have a steamer. I guess I could microwave them. So it's corn. What's wrong, baby? Ooh. So this is vegetarian tamales already. Vegan tamales. Corn masa, zucchini, organic expeller, pressed canola. Hi, sweet honey bear. I love you so much. I love you. Oh my God, what's on you? Steamer. I can make my own steamer. Yeah, you can. You can totally do that. How? Hi, baby. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, I'm so smart. So this is good. Zucchini, corn, red chili puree, onion, sea salt. Okay, zucchini. It's not really where I would go. I'm not a zucchini kind of guy. I like all sorts of squashes. Potatoes. Potato tamale? That's not really what I want to do. I guess I'll try to microwave some. Or I'll try to steam them. Hi, Lotus. Oh, you're so cute. The Story of Our Tamales by Santa Fe Style Bueno. They're made with stone ground corn from our family to yours since 1951. It's a Baca family tradition. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh my god. I don't usually do that. And true to tradition, we're still making tamales the way our family did over 65 years ago. That's like your mom. I don't know, 65 years ain't that big of a deal. They're from Albuquerque too. So it's vegan, but it's made in a facility that processes egg, milk, soy, and wheat. I'm not vegan. 99% of the reason why I've eaten pretty much vegan forever, except for that sofa. That's a leather sofa. I don't know why. The reason I got it was for my friend to sleep on, who I found out was a vegan and who did not sleep on it. I spent a lot of money on it. It's a good couch. Is leather bad? Probably. All right, shut the fuck up. 65 years ago, choosing time-honored methods over shortcuts. Our masa starts with non-GMO, whole kernel corn, steeped slowly to gently retain the corn's natural goodness. That's why I don't want to microwave this thing. And ground with ancient lava stones. We fill the tamales with a zesty combination of chili peppers and wholesome vegetables, and hand wrap each one. The result is the quintessential tamale, full-bodied with authentic New World flavors and a delicate texture. Proudly made by the Baca family. I hate to advertise for these people. I don't know what your tamales taste like. Good. Douche. Stupid bugs. So without further ado, today we're going to be reading a selection of Delicious Laughter. These are the rambunctious teaching stories from the Mathwani. I think it's written by Rumi, or maybe the book's called Rumi, and Delicious Laughter is the author. I don't fucking know. It's none of my business. Last time we read The Art of Hiding in a Box. I've not been reading much lately. I haven't been doing much. I don't work out. I've been in a hole. I would like to wake up. I've been working in a hole too, literally. We read The Trick of Hiding in a Box. Do you remember that one? What a good one. I remember it, kind of. There's a box. All right, perfect. This is kind of a shorter one. Berouged Old Ladies. There was a 90-year-old woman, her face wrinkled and yellowed, the folds as deep as those in a desert traveler's food wallet. Does a food wallet have food or money? As deep as those. Why would you have a deep wallet? What it means, empty? It means you don't have food or you don't have money for food. Because if you're in a desert that doesn't have any food, you should have tons of money for food. Right? Because you haven't spent any of your food money because there's no food. There was a 90-year-old woman, her face wrinkled and yellowed, the folds as deep as those in a desert traveler's food wallet. You got to clean those folds, old lady. Yet she still wanted to entice a husband. Old women, you don't deserve a husband, according to Rumi. Her teeth were gone, her hair milk white. She was bent over like a strung bow. Her senses were all numbed except for her husband lust. Do you think that's like the lust of like having a husband to love you and care for you? Or the lust of like a sexual lust? Like, do you think that this woman wants sexual love? Probably. 90-year-old ladies are very horny. I've heard from the nursing home I frequent. That was full force, her husband lust. Listen, I don't go hanging out at nursing homes looking for 90-year-old ladies to pick up. That was a joke made in good taste. I just don't have that kind of balls. Literally. God, you need to not talk so much. Shut the fuck up. I'll do whatever I want. You know what I'll do? Play some bass guitar in the middle of this. No, I probably won't. I feel like this. I used to be better at this. I don't know. Read it. You got this, buddy. Yet someone who has a passion for trapping, yet all his traps have fallen to pieces. Like a rooster who crows at the wrong time, a road that leads nowhere, a big fire under an empty kettle. Old people are worthless, I guess. If your aesthetics, your facial features, and your teeth and your posture is bad, you are basically broken. And you don't like, and so what she's looking for is love, whether it be it's lust. Well, it says husband - lust. So I honestly think that this is not speaking strictly sexual. I think this is looking for companionship as well as, regular lust. But, this is also like, I think a Muslim book. So I don't know. I disagree heavily with every religious person. I do. I think you're all wrong. I know you're all wrong. How do I know that? I don't. I'm lying. I'm just guessing. Anybody who pretends to know the answer to unknowable questions, anyone who pretends to know the answers that are unknowable are full of shit, right? You cannot know certain things based on the books you read. Fuck you, man. A big fire under an empty kettle. This is kind of gross, honestly. She loves the racetrack, but she has no horse. Loves flute music, but has no flute and no lips. You can love the racetrack without a horse and flute music without the flute. I listen to jazz music all the time. I mean, every drive I take, it's always on the jazz station. I'm not good at jazz. I don't honestly think I'm very particularly good at music. I'm having fun with music, but I'm not like growing. And does that make me a bad musician? Kind of. Yes, it does. Maybe not. No, I think you're being self-depreciative. I think I'm a good musician in my own way. Good. It's good to hear. It's good to have some positivity in your life. Okay. What else is positive? Shh. Even the most frantic of merchants slows down in retirement. A dog's teeth drop out in old age. Not my lady. It no longer challenges people. It eats dung. My dog don't. But look at these 60-year-old dogs, male and female both, with their appetite getting sharper by the minute. An old dog loses its hair, but these wrap themselves in satin. Their greed for sex and money keeps multiplying like puppies. What are we talking about here? Oh, that's the husband lust. Sex and money. I forgot, see, that's the thing, is I think that in this culture, what they're discussing, it's not about love. It's not about companionship. It's not about partnership whatsoever. It's about a business transaction for sexual favors or sexual servitude. I can't imagine the lives of certain people. I literally can't. I have it so fucking good. I get lonely. I'm a very alone person. I kind of prefer it that way. I mean, I definitely do. Also, it's hard to hang out with people because of who I am as a human being. Hard to deal with. Let's be real. But this is disgusting, man. This is a gross. I don't like this at all. Someone says, may your life belong to one of these old dogs, and they think it's the best thing that could happen. But for an unconscious one with a closed-up wisdom eye, a long life is a curse, not a benediction. I'm balancing a book in my head. Whether you can see it or not doesn't really matter, but I'm going to make sure you do. Bankrupt. Beseech. Bend. Benediction. I found it really close, really quickly. Benediction. An utterance of good wishes. The invocation of a blessing, especially the short blessing at the close of a religious service. Amen, fuckface. A Roman or Anglo-Catholic service that includes a blessing of the congregation with the host in the monstrance. Number 4, something that imparts a benefit or improvement. Let's go back to definition 3. So what did he say? All right, well, let's talk. Okay, so there's this lady who, although she's ugly and bent over and has no teeth, she wants love. She also likes horses, so she's got hobbies, but she's got no horse. And she loves music, but she has no ability to play even. And anyway. And it kind of talks about how most people slow down. Most dogs slow down when they get old. But some of them, they get sharp, they get hungrier and hungrier. And their hunger is not for food, it's just greed, for need, for me. That's what it says. And it says this lady is like that. And they hide themselves, i.e. wrap themselves in satin. They hide their true being. They're liars, is what Rumi here is saying. Their greed for sex and money keeps multiplying like puppies. So he's insinuating that the only reason a woman would want love companionship would be for sex or money. Maybe true. Maybe true for this old gal, but I don't know. And then it kind of goes off on this tangent where it says, some people think that saying have a good long life is a good thing, but it's not true for people with a closed up wisdom eye. Long life can be a curse, not a benediction. And a benediction is, of course, goodwill, good wishes. But the third definition of benediction is a Roman or Anglo-Catholic service that includes a blessing of the congregation with the host in the monstrance. That's not at all what I believe they mean. I mean, they just mean the good wishes part. But I wanted to look up the word monstrance. LMNOP. Madhouse, madman, mercantile, misfeasance. Moral, what are we looking up? Monstrance. Right fucking there. It's a receptacle used by the Roman Catholic Church for the display of the host after its consecration by a priest. I fucking don't care. I don't fucking care. I hate it. Moonfish. Any of several deep-bodied, compressed carangid fishes of the genus Selene. Number 2, Opa, O-P-A-H. What the fuck's Opa? opal, open, omega, onus, ooze, opa. Large, deep-bodied, brilliantly colored oceanic food fish. Okay. So long life can be a curse for those people who are fish. Or, in other words, a benediction. If he or she, excuse me, I'd never ever do that. If he or she could see one hair tip of his state, he would say back, yes, and may your life be like this one I'm in. I don't understand. Who's saying that? Oh, so instead of saying have a long life, if they could see a hair tip into the state of these closed up wisdom people, these dogs that want money and sex, then the real thing that most people would say, instead of wishing a long life, would be, may your life be like mine, which I would never say that to someone. Even if everything was absolutely perfect in my life, what kind of a douchebag would say that? Most of these teas are a lot better than this one. So bland. I probably put too much water into it. Let's do you think I'm good at this? No. No, I don't. But I think that that's kind of the point at this point. This has become something very different than I planned. What I wanted to do was become good at reading out loud, to the point where perhaps I could get paid to read entire books. It doesn't seem like I have the mental fortitude to go ahead with that. But instead, what I've found is the therapeutic nature of trying to forcing myself to think out loud, which is to say, forcing myself to think. We take so many things just at face value. I take so many things at face value and just accept them and move on. Forgetting the magic, the mystique, and most of all, forgetting that I don't get it. I don't understand almost fucking anything. Not to its core. I don't think I understand a single thing on this planet to its core. I don't know anything about anything to its core. I don't fully grasp a single thing. And there's something kind of special about that. Do you think other people do? I think people think they do. Maybe they do. I think some people probably have a better grasp on reality and socialization and politics and the economy and, what bats do during the day than I do. But at least I can come home after a confusing day at work. I had a confusing day at work. There is some drama. And I am in such a state occasionally of, I would say, manic behavior. Because, I'm at work. I'm, running. I'm rushing around. And perhaps there's more to it than that. But we had this big meeting. And we had this whole thing. I had to call someone out that was calling other people out. It was just weird. Don't even go into it. It doesn't matter. Excuse me. I don't ever do that. May your life be like this one I'm in. One day a dervish, a healthy, robust man who loved bread, was presented with a loaf in the basket he always carried, and he blessed the man from Galan who gave it to him. God bring you happiness. God bring you back happy to your house, was a voice. The man replied, If it's the same empty house I recently left, may God bring you back there, fellow. Some people have a knack for humiliating any speaker. I want to remind everyone that whoever had this book before me underlined like everything. Not everything, but there's a lot. I've been widely ignoring it. The man replied, If it's the same empty house I recently left, may God bring you back there, fellow. Some people have a knack for humiliating the speaker. They take any kind remark and turn it sour. Oh, is that what that guy did? But let's turn this topic in, for whatever it might be worth, to the pawn shop of the imagination, and return to the old woman. Anyone advanced in years, and not adept of the way, should be called a berouged old lady. Barn swallow. Beach. Bed linen. Oops, bicuspid. Bicuspid. Bergamot is a small citrus tree. It has fruits with a rind that yields a fragrant essential oil. B-E. Beryllium. Ooh. I know where a lot of beryllium is buried. I know where a lot of beryllium is buried. Burn. I guess berouged isn't a word. B-E-R-O. Nope. Berouged is not in this book. I don't know what it means. I had a second dictionary to compare it to. So, anyone advanced in years and not an adept of the way, A-D-E, adept of the way, A and W are capitalized to indicate that in order to follow the correct spiritual path in life, you are an adept of the way. And if you've achieved an old age, but have not accomplished anything of the way, whatever fucking these people think that means, then you're a berouged old lady. And that's in italics with the capital or an exclamation point at the end, indicating this is in fact an insult. He or she, based on sentence structure, should be called a berouged old lady. I don't know. I don't like this. He or she can neither give nor receive spiritual delight. Maybe that's true. I don't know. Neither has reality, nor can absorb reality. Such people have no beauty and no humility, but layer under layer of the same rottenness, like an onion that's gone bad. When people say people have layers like an onion, I think that's pretty stupid. Because all the layers of the onion are the same. It's like reading a book with the same word over and over again. They have no path, no strong love, no surrendering sigh. This was written somewhere between 1222 and 1249. I mean, it seemed as if it was taking a pot shot at some old lady because she was wearing, I don't know, what was that? I think the real point that I was missing is that there are people beyond help. There are people that are just there to suck the energy from this life. They're not here. They're not a part of society. Not even society, but I'm not a spiritual person or anything, but there are those who cannot see beyond their eyes. Like, their world exists. The world that exists is the world that they see. The world that exists dies when they close their eyes. And I do think that those people do exist. I don't know. Maybe there's something I missed in there. What was the point of old and ladies? I mean, I don't know. Dude, I work with another conservative guy. He's a cool guy. Guess what? Dropped a fucking N-bomb. Because every fucking white conservative dude has got to fucking say the N-word. And like, who am I to be outraged, right? That's how they feel. And I'm not outraged. I'm just disgusted. Nothing good. I don't know. I'm upset. I really don't want to hate people. I don't want to hate people. But these people, like this guy made a joke about this other dude, this black guy at work, about the color of his skin. Like, it all seems so silly at first, right? Oh, you know, this is different than this. This color is different from that. Like, that's the extent of the joke. And it seems so almost innocent. And it's just not. I feel like these people have to degrade other people. And that's the state of mind I'm in. This is the people I work with. This is the humanity that I spend time with. This is why I'm cracking. This is part of it. Or maybe I'm just being brainwashed. Maybe that's the way to do it. Maybe just be a racist piece of shit forever. Maybe that's how you stay happy. I don't know. It's hard to tell what to do. How do I say anything to anybody? I'm not hurt. I have no room to be like offended. I guess. I don't know. How do I deal with things like this? I mean, this time I'm just going to talk to this guy. He seems reasonable. Next N-word he drops, and it's going to come again. That's the thing that happens. It's like, I used to have a 3 N-word rule, where it's like, okay, once you fucking, and it's not just like the N-word, right? It's just the concept of an N-word, right? 3 statements, thoughts, or like 3 obvious things where someone is degrading someone, not just for a joke, like for reality. to feel better than another human being based on things out of that person's control. I have not met a single conservative whom I think is a good person. I mean, this guy I work with seems like a cool guy, and we get along great. But every fucking racist I've ever met loves me at first. What do I do, man? How do I do this? Why are these people still around? The fuck, man? Oh, I hate it. I hate it. It's bringing me down so hard. You know how many times I've like told racist jokes? Probably some. I honestly don't think very much though. I said one joke to one guy that someone else told me that involved the N-word, and he was a black dude. And I wish I didn't do that. He laughed. I'm not gonna tell it. I was just kind of seeing if it was okay. You know, I was a young kid. Not young kid. I was probably 18, 17. But, like, this is not shit I've ever had to deal with, man. The people I've spent my life with I've never been challenged with this type of disdain for different race or all these guys thinking that they're smarter than women and that women shouldn't be able to make choices for themselves. It's disturbing, man. It's very depressing. And these are the people I spend time with. Just wading, wading, through this, through the goodness, through the fucking absolute positive shit. But what does any of that mean? What does any goodness mean if you have a shred of just immoral, disgusting, like that's just the vein that lines your head, that you're better than someone because of the color of your skin or your fucking dick, or that you have certain sexual preferences, or that like I don't know what to do, man. What do I do? Thanks for coming into this TED Talk. I don't know. That was a bad Rumi. There are bad people. There are people that are not worth your time. There are absolutely people that have no path, that have no strong love, that have no surrendering side. They are everything they want to be. They look no further than their own eyes to see the future, because that's it. There's nothing that could be better than or be righter than their own brain. Who tells these people these things? I always blame church, and I'm probably right, but I mean, I'm just finding connections, right? I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't feel like I'm a good ambassador of fucking goodwill and love for any community at all. I could be an ambassador for the isolated loners. I don't know, incels wouldn't like me. I think they're losers. Should I wait till this has been 40 minutes? No, fuck it. You've said everything. What do you want to do? Maybe have another cup of tea. Bye. So yeah, we learned a lot about literature. There's a destination a little up the road from the habitations and the towns we know. All right, well, I'm going to read Star Trek Resurgence, number 2. I have a weird feeling that I made the right choice purchasing this. I love you. I don't know you. Maybe I don't. I can't tell whether I'm sad or happy. I don't know what's going on these days. Let me read you something. Oh, looks like I threw it away. Ah! Done. Here's a fortune cookie from Jackie Chan's Chinese Kitchen. Can you focus on that? Did you read it? I'll just read it to you. It is by those who have suffered that the world is most advanced. What a horrible fortune. Of what worth is our advanced world? Jordy's in this one. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Look at him. What a cool guy. All right, goodbye. I'm sorry.